Hello, this is Mike Leahy. Thanks for joining today. We are going to have a quick 5-minute overview demonstration of our very popular Pulse purchase order generator. And this is Mike Leahy talking. We can all shake hands over the phone. This is just a little bit of an overview of us. If you're not familiar with our company or our products, we have been in business forever. We have extensive Macola expertise, 30 years worth. We are also experts in the Synergy software. We specialize in working with manufacturers and distributors to help you focus on streamlining your workflow. But what really brings us together today is this core competency that we have of extracting data out of your Macola database to help you make faster and better decisions. These are some of the things that our purchase order generator can do. It can generate purchase orders automatically based on reorder levels, based on MRP, computer planned orders, based on shop floor outside operations. So for example, if you have heat treating or anodizing or cleaning, this can issue all of the purchase orders for outside operations. But basically, whatever the need is, we customize the software to meet your unique processing needs. So these are the decisions that have to be made. There's a little bit of a setup that has to be done for the software, and basically identifying what your inventory policy is. In other words, when do I order? The decision of when do I order, and then once I've made that decision, how much do I want to order? Because the purchase order generator is going to be generating, selecting on what has to be ordered, and then determining what my recommended order quantity is. The next question is, do I know what my vendor's lead time is? So I need to have a primary vendor assigned, and I need to know what the vendor lead time is. If I need to give the vendor so much lead time, or I just decide when I want to have it delivered. So these are the things that have to be decided, and we work with you in the setup. So the objective of this purchase order generator is to totally eliminate manually keyed purchase orders. And so let's take a look at the software. Okay, this is the Pulse dashboard software, and we're going to go up here to the top under purchasing. We're going to click this option and say purchase order generator. So for discussion purposes today, I'm going to make believe that I am Steve Kapp. I'm a buyer, and I am buying for the Cincinnati location, my Cincinnati warehouse. So I hit the refresh button. And at this point, based on the rules that you have given us, we are determining these are all the vendors. So the first one I'm going to look at is this Chicago box company. Okay, so these are the products. Remember I said earlier, when do we want to order and how much do we want to order? So these are the products that need to be ordered, and this is the recommended order quantity based on your rules. So rather than key this in, tab, key them in, we just simply click here and say yes, yes, yes. And I'm going to go through this quickly, and then we'll come back and talk about this some more. Oh, this last one here, this 90 is not right. I know this comes in boxes of 100, so I'm going to override that. That's just telling me that my settings in Macola maybe aren't quite right. So I'm going to change that to 100, and I just say create the purchase order. We'll go over this again. I'm purposely going over this fast just to kind of give you an overview, and then we'll go back and talk about it some more. So here are the products. If I hit the save button, that creates, in this case, an unreleased purchase order. Everything is changeable on this. I can even decide I want to give this to another vendor. If I decide at the last minute, no, I want to eliminate these two last items, I can do that. But again, when I hit the save button, it has generated, in this case, one unreleased purchase order, and the purchase order number is 17602. So when I exit out, then what happens is this screen clears, and I go down to the next vendor. In this case, I'm going to go down to this, this ABC Fasteners in Queens. Again, it's telling me what my recommended order quantity is. I'm just going to click here and say yes, yes, yes. I know that this is not quite right. I'm going to order 500. Maybe I look at this. The reason we have all of these columns here, and you can have an unlimited number of columns on here. And remember that since this is our Pulse dashboard software, all of these fields are movable. They're all resizable. The information up here in the header is to show you what your vendor contracts are and so on based on how much you're going to order. So we're going to do the same kind of thing. We know that this one's not quite right. It should be 200. That's a minimum. And we click on OK. And I click this button that says Create Purchase Order. And here we are again. We can add additional lines to this. We can highlight lines and remove them if we want to. We can make this a released purchase order instead of an unreleased. We can change the ship via code. We can change anything. If the phone numbers are incorrect, if we decide to give this to another vendor, we can. This is sensitive to weight discounts, cubic meter discounts, or just the idea of filling a container. And I think that pretty much covers everything. If you want a confirmation back, if you want to have this acknowledged, again, you hit the Save button, you exit out, this screen would then disappear, and you would go on to the next one. So that's it. And that is covering, oh, did I forget to say, no more manually keyed in purchase orders. So thanks for joining today. Goodbye.